Call your friends when you're on the road with a 30-day prepaid voice plan for an unbeatable price of $40. Enjoy 250 anywhere minutes and digi-to-digi calls to call anyone you want. Prepaid bundles, data and minutes. Vibe with them for crop over when you activate a 7-day bundle with 5 gigabytes of data, digi-to-digi calls and 100 anywhere minutes for only $30. It's more value and more vibes all month long when you activate a 30-day prepaid bundle for $105 with 20 gigabytes of data and 300 anywhere minutes. And the best part, digi-to-digi calls are always included. Data only, crop over just got better with Digicel's 500 megabytes of data for $5. Activate a plan today and get 500 megabytes for the day. Yeah, you heard correct. For 1 day data plan for only $5. To activate any prepaid plan, dial *246 # or activate in My Digicel app today. For more information, like or follow on all of their social media channels at Digicel Barbados or visit their website digicelgroup.com/BB. Enjoy summer speeds with faster fire internet and get 30% off for 3 months when you sign up for the Fiber 400 plan. Get this unbeatable offer when you sign up this month and only pay $91 for the first 3 months. Regular price $130. With over 170 channels and faster speeds, it's time to sign up for the home entertainment and internet package that suits you with Digicel Plus. Watch the Olympic Games, UEFA, cricket, or your favorite TV shows with over 170 channels of 500 megabytes upload and download speeds. Get 30% off for your home variety package and pay just $140 for 3 months. Make the switch today and keep your landline number. Make this an unforgettable summer with Digicel. Once again, sign up online at digicelgroup.com/BB or visit them in store at 530 or visit them in store or call 530-3444. The last 15 minutes came to you with the compliments of Digicel Bridgetown Limited.
So he was here trying to figure out my crop over plans, right? So he called Janine, Natalie, and Risha. Because every year, then just can't decide what events we going to. And girl, remember that voice line you put me on to?
Yes, hon. That's my go-to prepaid gym.
But guess what? I bet ahead and activate today. And did yourself up the thing and increase the anywhere minutes to 250.
Hold on. So you telling me $40 for 30 days with digi-to-digi calls included, plus 250 anywhere minutes?
Yes. Well, girl, we practically live on the phone now.
More minutes for the same price? Girl, I got to go. I gave my call off theme and tell she that she just got to activate this plan via My Digicel app or by dialing *246 today.
3 o'clock in Barbados and throughout the Eastern Caribbean. Today's fireworks, with Beauty and the Beast, Ronnie and Chrissy D. Coming to you live from COURTS in Bridgetown. Today's fireworks broadcast coming to you compliments of Barbados Industries UFO Wildy St. Michael, where you can get 4 plain shirts for $100. West Indian Water Roofing. Call today to ask about their do-it-yourself products on sale this hurricane season at 271-4933. And also Newcomer Barbados Limited.
Get fired up with big deals at COURTS today between 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Save $200 on the Acer 15-inch laptop, now $899.99. Plus, get 17.5% off TVs, 50-inch and over, stoves, washers, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. And go big with our deal of the month. Save $500 on the 55-inch TCL Smart TV, now $799.99. Offers end July 19th. Conditions apply. Shop today at COURTS, bringing value home.
Yeah, so once again, fireworks coming to you this afternoon. Compliments of Barbados Industries Limited, West Indian Waterproofing, and Newcomer Barbados Limited, COURTS. Yeah, with that said, let's say good afternoon to the team, the fireworks team, Mr. Ronald Clarke and Chrissy D.
Good afternoon.
Greetings, everybody. This is, of course, live from COURTS in Bridgetown, the historic Jubilee Gardens. Across the road, we've got St. Mary's Church. To our left, further down, we've got Cheapside. Behind us, lots of activity. You know, it's George and Cowell Street in the city. They're seeing us on TV. You see why I'm called the Beast. You see why Chrissy is called the Beauty.
Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. It's the way it is.
But I gotta say, it's nice to be out here though. This is fun.
Fantastic.
So tell me, I want to know about last night. I didn't get to make it. So we jumping right in. Can we?
Hold on.
Can
That doesn't sound right. Start again.
Well, announcer, you know, there was judging last night for the Shining Stars, Carter's Shining Stars at the gymnasium. I didn't make it, so I want to recap of what happened. Can we start with that first?
It's difficult for me to give a recap because I would have been there in my capacity as the announcer.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
obviously not in the crowd as I was for most of the C.O. Williams House of Soca and the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, the big show.
Yeah.
And tonight it will be Super Gladiators. Sunday it will be Stray Cats.
And they're at the Daphne Joseph Hackett
They
Theatre.
are 8 p.m. and on Monday 7 p.m. I think 21 Calypsonians judging. It will be the turn of the COB Pace Digital Student Revolving Loan Fund All Stars. I can say that to date there have been tremendous performances in the first two tents to judge. I believe there are certainties, as I said, in reviewing them on their respective days. Adrian Clarke, a certainty, and Quan, a certainty. And then, so far, Crystal, massive shout, and Ruel, possibly Doyen. Remember, I have one view. There are seven views on the judging panel.
Yeah.
And if there's a slight difference, that can make or break the aspirations of people getting into a final. It's very competitive this year. In fact, from last year, first full year after COVID, and this year, the number of social commentary recordings has increased. And the NCF's offer of the use studio they've created in the Pelican Village or Pelican City Lifestyle Center has, especially with the C.O. Williams House of Soca, led to lots of music being created. So, in a sense, to stations that play a diet of social commentary, they are hearing and sharing with the listeners. So, recordings are different from a live performance, though.
Correct.
And the live performance for judging is even more intense
Yeah.
than performing for an audience regularly. The key thing is to use the time before the judges that's being assessed and recorded and measured in the best way possible. It may not be the most spectacular in terms of entertainment, but you're looking to maximize your points. Lyrics and melody, 35 each. Main categories. Rendition, 15, which increases when you get to the finals. Arrangement is 15 points as well. So if you have a good song and strong in melody and lyrics especially, then you start well before you step on the stage. But then you have to execute. People forget lyrics, out of key, timing off. But if you can perform as well as you can in every category, then you make the judge's job hard. So the announcer would not have seen his performance. From the viewpoint of a performer, when you reflect on what you've done, the announcer believes that he performed very well. He sang better than he's ever sung a calypso, remembered 99.9% of all lyrics at the time they were supposed to be sung, and with Andy Williams arranging a beautiful melody that should make him competitive. In terms of the people that mash up the place, it's Kidside, it's Lady J, and Lady Virtue. If you look at the song Barbados We Cry, that struck a chord with the audience, and they were moved to genuinely call her back. Lady J, as in the recording from Christ the King Anglican Church, very powerful and controlled. Sometimes she's so powerful, she's just bursting out there and overpowering. But last night, as in the case of the previous week, she was on point. Kidside got the tempo right. Recording released yesterday.
Yeah, this is
Darren
so
Brown,
viral.
Underground
Yeah.
Studios, winning combination before. In as much as Adrian was fantastic and Ian was great, and we expect Ian here a little later today, Kidside has announced himself as a threat to the aspirations of anyone seeking to win the Pickety Crop Crown in 2024. I don't need to see him again to make that statement. I remember when he was defending in 2005 and Dennis was the host of Fireworks, and they launched his song Only About Here. That was my first year in competition, first year in the finals. So it's the week of the finals. He hasn't released his song yet. And I'll tell you, from the time the song dropped, the announcer said, well, everybody else is singing for second. It was that kind of song. It's like Edwin singing Home Sweet Home in 2016. It's that 50th anniversary of independence. And the song is perfect. You know, he had Feels Like Home Again, around 2007, I think. And when Edwin released Home Sweet Home, I said, well, that's Sweet Soca taken care of. And then when Rick dropped Azerbaijan, that was
Power taken care
power
of.
taken care of. And again, the call for Party Monarch. If we didn't have Party Monarch, or Soca Royale as it was branded then, you would not have that image of Bushy Park being flattened by Rick, flattened by Edwin. And then the following year, when Bag did Boat Ride, from the time you heard the horn, it was all over. Even though they had great songs in that competition, it was all over. Right now, you have to think about those things when you hear the songs on the radio.
Yeah.
So in as much as you asked me about Pickety Crop, I have to say again, it's a competition. Would there be this much interest in the social commentary if we had no competition? Absolutely not.
I even asked, few weeks ago, the question was asked, would a lot of the Calypsonians still be doing social commentary if there was no competition? And a lot of them said nope.
Many of the occasional Calypsonians or entrants to Pickety Crop, if there wasn't a competition, if there wasn't a $100,000 option, if there wasn't the Nissan vehicle available, which is 2024 compliant and beyond, then the answer would be no for many. Also, having one song changes the dynamics of the competition. If you get a song you can enter. Looking for 2 is difficult. If you look at the results over the years, those who compete at the finals usually tend to be 6 or 7 consistently out of the 10 that are there. You can name them: Ian, Adrian, Crystal, Blood, and then I guess a rotation system of maybe kid side, the announcer, Popsicle at the time, and then others making up that contingent of 10. Smaller field, less expectation of someone new coming through. Not that it would stop someone like Quan. Even if it was 3 songs, he'd have 3 songs. And then you look at the House of Soca and you see that everybody that was in Junior Monarch, and they genuinely love the art form, and Sharon and her team make that clear, they would have 2, 3 songs too.
Yeah.
But the fact we have over 60 songs that are genuinely potential finals material makes it exciting in a different way. And of course I didn't mention Gabby and Red Plastic Bag and Blood and the regular persons who, by merit, once they compete, you can expect to be there. But it's a change this year. There are fewer of the older guard that have stamped their passport to Pickety Crop finals already. And there's a lot of hope for those remaining who have to judge. And every tent has contestants that are capable of performing well enough on a judging night to get to the National Botanical Gardens and the Richard Stout Amphitheatre. So last night, I want to say congratulations to Julie, who does rent the chairs. She'll never. She heard that and she loved it.
We're not letting that go.
And she
ever.
loved it. For her continued presence, and her song says very early what a group of people think about her, what they constantly say about her, even in 2024. Shining Stars ain't got no right at the gym, etc. They only got a few people in there, blah, blah, blah. But there are tents that have many that those associated with them or support them, they go on tradition. It's about 2024, not what went before. And that's the big difference. Oh, by the way, for those of you viewing the stream, I'm showing you the quarterfinalists of the 2024 flow in association with the National Cultural Foundation, Starcom Network, People's Monarch. The 8 names are in here. We're going to do the quarterfinal draw live after the 3:30 edition of the latest. So I would be extremely surprised if Kid Sight isn't in the finals to the point where him, Adrian, and Iweb and Quan haven't contacted their dancers already, their designers, and their social media people to prepare for Waterford. Everybody else, as well as they've put their performances down, they have to wait, and you have to respect the judges. In as much as there have been a number of disappointments for most people who've been in Pickety Crop over a period of, let's say, 5 to 10 years, it is what it is.
And when it comes to the tents this entire week so far, the one I've been at, the artist that I want to keep an eye on, new artist, Jace.
It was great.
His performance was amazing. I want to keep an eye on his career. And I honestly feel if he had the opportunity to get into finals, and he has a good team with him that can guide him, presentation-wise, performance-wise, I think that he would do a great job in the finals as well, too.
I'll say this. 2024 is a year when the veterans by performance could be, some would even say should be, in the minority come finals night. Others have been on the cusp for a long time, because you can only age as time goes by.
Agreed.
But they've used that time wisely, and everything they've learned, they put into practice. So the expectation that certain people will get in, it's not a realistic one in terms of numbers. As I say and others say, a lot of people are going to get hurt when Tuesday morning comes, because sensitivity aside, the results will reveal what they reveal. And you don't have to be 53 and beyond to understand that. And there's a level of maturity that some of the younger competitors have as a result of entering into the arena and wanting to do well, but learning. They don't expect because they're young they'll get a pass. Maybe 15 years ago that environment was being created by the things certain people would say, but now the music is there, the songs are there to back it up.
And you mentioned to me at the final tent, the results are going to be mentioned at that final tent as well too, or after the tent?
Well, remember the COB Pace Digital Student Revolving Loan Fund All Stars 10 has 21 people being judged, and Grateful Co is in there.
Yeah.
And that's a tent with so many pickety crop stars, finalists, runners up, and impact makers. So they are in a finals of their own, just to get out. With no semi-final, it's extremely difficult to get to a final. If we had a 30-song semi-final, it would be an opportunity to judge everybody at the same time in the same place. Right now we have people being judged in the same place on 4 occasions and in the same place on 2 other occasions. But seeing them joust in terms of performance and lyrics on the same night gives a second chance. But there's no second chance the way it's done now. So these are the things that we have to consider. And Fireworks 2024 is coming to you with the kind compliments of
Barbados Industries UFO Building St. Michael, where you can get 4 plain shirts for $100. And West Indian Waterproofing. Call today to ask about their do-it-yourself products on sale this hurricane season. 271-4933.
And we're coming to you live from Courts in Bridgetown.
Get fired up with big deals at Courts today between 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Save $200 on the Acer 15-inch laptop, now $899.99. Plus, get 17.5% off TVs, 50-inch and over, stoves, washers, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. And go big with our deal of the month. Save $500 on the 55-inch TCL Smart TV, now $799.99. Offers end July 19th. Conditions apply. Shop today at Courts, bringing value home.
Come join the Super Gladiators this Friday at the Daphne Joseph Hackett Theatre, Queen's Park. Admission $40. Showtime 8 p.m.
You're thinking about starting your own business? Entrepreneurship is all about learning step by step. Things like handling your money, dealing with people, solving your problems, and overcoming obstacles. These are skills that can help you in your personal life too. And we know that you're busy. That's why NTA Coursera got free 1- and 2-hour online courses that you can take. Press forward and get the skills to start your own business today.
Pressing harder, pressing smarter, press forward for success.
Visit nti.org.bb.
Grab these great deals today only at Courts. Shop between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. and save $600 on the Frigidaire 30-inch gas stove, now $1,499.99. Save $300 on the Simmons Beauty Sleep Queen mattress, now $899.99. Get 17.5% off TVs 50 inches and over, stoves, washers, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. Offer ends July 19th. Conditions apply. Shop and get it today at Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
SunPower, our water systems designed by engineers and built by craftsmen.
SunPower inspects and services all brands and can replace any brand of tank or panel. We also provide a very prompt after-sales service with a response time of 2 to 3 working days. At SunPower, we can provide free quotations at your request. Call 428-0634 and speak with one of our friendly sales reps today.
It's your SunPower.
It's cricket. Lovely cricket. The 2024 BCA Super Cup 50 competition continues this weekend with very important contests all across the island. These exciting 50-over matches across Barbados will be played from 9:45 a.m. You may also visit www.barbadoscricket.org for tournament fixtures. Come out and support your favorite clubs and schools. Expert analysis from our experienced team of commentators will be heard on VOB 92.9 FM from 1:30 p.m. It's cricket. Lovely cricket.
First Citizens Fusions is back this Friday at Ilaro Court, 8 p.m. as we celebrate 50 years of fabulous festival. Take a magical trip down memory lane with the festival band led by Andrew Lynch and the Cropover Anniversary Band led by Nicholas Branker as they thrill you with 50 years of Cropover hit in new and exciting ways. Come see Agent Clarke, Bumba, TC, Edwin Yearwood, Mad, Roger Gittins, Mike Seeley, Red Plastic Bag, The Mighty Gabby, Kitsite, Serenader, James Lovell, John Roy, Jermone Way, Lil Rick, and Nikita. Get your tickets today for just $100 online at ticketnation.bb or CS Pharmacy, The Nation, Starcom, New Look Company, Empowered, Trey Class A Boutique, A&B Music Supplies, Visual Oasis, The Lava Roof, Spice Town, and Projecton Estates Development Company Limited. The First Citizens Fusion this Friday at Ilaro Court, 8 p.m. in association with CNW Business Plantation Rum, Caribbean Airlines, Dasani, Hennessy Cognac, Carib Beer, Campari, Berger Paste, and Häagen-Dazs.
Tune in to VOB's fireworks program from 4:05 to 4:10 p.m. Monday to Friday to hear some of the leading social commentaries for 2024. Each day we will play tunes from Calypsonians who may reach the Courtesy Garage Pickety Crop Finals on Friday, August 2nd, and the winner will drive away a 2024 Nissan X-Trail e-Power from Courtesy Garage.
Be terrified by the line that went on forever, where one man is trapped in a never-ending car insurance payment line.
So why not skip the horror story and choose BCIC for all your car insurance needs?
You can go online and get a quote in less than 5 minutes. You can buy a policy in less than 10 minutes.
Plus payment options and so much more designed especially for you. BCIC, rethink insurance.
Get ready for a night to remember. This
Okay, it's 26 minutes after 3 o'clock. Making sure from our end we were in a position to be heard. We're live at Courts, as you hear the motorcycle roaring past us just in front.
Bringing value home. Yeah, fireworks coming to you live from Courts in Bridgetown. Let's rejoin Chrissy D and Ronnie.
Yes, we know we have the news coming with the compliments of the Student Revolving Loan Fund. So we have time to share with you the information from the NCF, Chrissy.
Yeah, so the Scotiabank Junior Monarch Finals has been postponed, and it says here, the NCF regrets to inform the public that the Scotiabank Junior Monarch Finals planned for tomorrow, Saturday, July 20th, at the National Botanical Gardens Amphitheater will now be held on Thursday, July 25th at 7 p.m. at the Garfield Sobers Complex, Wildy St. Michael. All tickets purchased remain valid.
So, later in the month as opposed to tomorrow. Well, the decision had to be made if it had to be made, and it has been made. We're looking forward to the presence of the Calypso Monarch. That's Ian Webster, a four-time king. Later in the afternoon, another four-time king, kids side. So we have the kings in Courts in Bridgetown, Barbados. It's a slightly overcast afternoon, but it's a beautiful one. And it's beautiful because we're here in Courts, and I'm looking at my future pots and pans. We're live on VOB 92.9 FM.
Ronnie, you're looking at your future pots and pans. Okay, good one. Good one. Yeah, fireworks coming to you this afternoon from Courts in Bridgetown. It is now 3:30 in Bridgetown, Barbados. It is now time for your 3:30 edition of the latest, coming to you with the kind compliments of the Student Revolving Loan. 24 minutes away from 4 o'clock. Let's rejoin Beauty and the Beast over at COURTS in Bridgetown. We also will welcome our sister stations, Hot 95.3 FM and The Beat 104.1 FM, as we get ready for the People's Monarch quarterfinal draw. Yeah, back to the crew.
Thank you, Dave. We're here, COURTS in Bridgetown. It's a very exciting time. Obviously, we're in luxury. I won't attempt to describe the luxury that we're sitting in and our feet are on. I'll leave that for the experts when they come here at 3:45.
Mr. Clarke.
Yes?
Can I bother you for a minute? The pots
Well,
of
you bother me all the time.
The pots of pans you were talking about.
Yes.
Where have they gone?
They're there. They're on the left-hand side.
He's actually staring at them this entire time.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to find out.
And the TV.
Pass the sauce pump on the left-hand side, the taco bun. And they're very affordable. Trust me.
Goodness.
I'm a house man, you know. I know what I'm looking for. So don't give me any trouble. Chrissy D?
Yes, please.
What is this sound?
Right now, I'm looking at Ronnie holding the results. I'm seeing the People's Monarch 2024. Yesterday, we had that wild card Wednesday was
That's right.
happening.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
And
Thursday. So now we're getting to see, who made it through. He's opening that envelope.
This is the sound.
A little bit of... All right. He's shaking.
And we have our promotions officer, Julie Jones. Hello, Julie.
Hello, Ronnie. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you for all your hard work in making sure that we have a draw today, because we did have a few challenges this year.
Been a hectic last 2 days.
We couldn't even wait till today to blame what's happening around the world. Say, oh, it's their fault.
I almost wanted to, actually. I said, oh, is this why we had our issue?
Or maybe they were practicing. We were practicing.
We were practicing.
Now, tell us about the People's Monarch 2024. We've got our sponsors, and then we've got quarterfinals next week.
Yes.
Semi-final and final after.
Yes. Well, of course, as usual, Starcom Network and Flow, People's Monarch, and this is 2024, and it's also in association with the National Cultural Foundation. And we must also thank our other sponsors, of course, Flow, stay connected at home and on the go with Flow, the National Cultural Foundation, the Student Revolving Loan Fund, Invest in Your Future, Burger King, home of the Whopper, the National Council on Substance Abuse, Know the Facts, Make the Choice, Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, This is Where You Belong, Laurie Dash Craft Shop, Bridgetown Duty Free, Barbados Steelworks, Colombian Emeralds, and of course the stations of Starcom Network, VOB 92.9 FM, The Beats 104.1, and Hot 95.3 FM. So as you mentioned, we had our wildcard Wednesday and Thursday of the last 2 days. And thankfully, we are here ready to announce who the quarterfinalists are. And those quarterfinal showdowns will happen next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
6 a.m. to midnight.
That's correct, every single day.
Texting via Flow, phones only.
Only, yes. And of course, you can go to starcomnetwork.net and fill out the Flow at Starcom Network People's Monarch voting form. 1 vote per email address.
Right.
Please and thank you.
Unlimited text?
Unlimited text, yes. Texts are unlimited.
We started in 2003. Timmy, Bumper Catcher Fire, had so many great songs winning over the past 21 years. I think this year is going to be an interesting one.
Very interesting.
So what we will do is recognize that the winner of quarterfinal 1 comes up against the winner of quarterfinal 2. Winner of QF3 against QF4.
Yes.
And then the winners of SF1, that's semi-final 1, and SF2, they're in the grand final playoff.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so let's get it underway. Julie, you're the person that we love to cast this responsibility
Why does it always
on.
happen to me? And then people want to blame me. So I'm going to share the responsibility. So I'm going to draw first.
And then Chrissy D will draw the
So,
opponent.
exactly.
All right, so quarterfinal number 1 will feature
Let's make sure it's one name. Oh boy. So we have Bruce Lee Almighty and Noise Boys tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So that is
Not
first
tomorrow, but on Monday.
Not tomorrow, but Monday.
All right,
yeah.
Chrissy, you draw the next one.
All right, let's
Blame
see.
the two of you, not me.
Making
Up
sure
against.
it's only one in my hand.
It's only one.
We got Mr. Blood and Mikey Mercer, Heart of the Party.
Oh,
Ooh,
boy.
that's a big one.
That's massive.
Okay, so that's quarterfinal
It's
one.
like the World Cup final of People's Monarch. Quarterfinal number 2.
And we've actually drawn an audience for this. Everybody just stopped watching.
Okay,
Quarterfinal number 2.
let's see who we have here. Sadis and Just J by ×2. Or bye bye.
Times 2.
All right.
It will have to be by ×3 if you're going to win it, because you've got 3 clashes.
We got Skrilla, Lap.
Skrilla, lap. I got you lap, girl. I got you lap. All right. Quarterfinal number 3.
Quarterfinal number 3. And we have Escobar, All Eyes on Me.
All eyes on me. Coming up against
Tion Hernandez, Starter Pack.
Tion Hernandez. Deep, deep, doo, 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 deep, deep. You go to sleep and you wake up with that in your mind
Okay.
these days.
So quarterfinal number 4. And we have Sugary and Mikey Mercer, No Matter What.
Big combination from the start of the season. Here we go. The last quarterfinalist is
All right. We have King Slim, Friends and Family.
King Slim, Friends and Family. So let's recap those quarterfinals. First one.
Okay, so quarterfinal number 1, we have Bruce Lee Almighty and Noise Boys tomorrow versus Mr. Blood and Mikey Mercer, Heart of the Party.
That's on Monday.
That's
And then we
Monday.
have Skrilla with Lap versus Sadis and Just J King with By ×2.
That's on Tuesday.
Okay, and quarterfinal number 3, we have Escobar with All Eyes on Me versus Tion Hernandez, Starter Pack.
Wow. And the final quarterfinal.
Then we got King Slim, Friends and Family with Sugary and Mikey Mercer, No Matter What.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a fantastic foursome of quarterfinals next week. And then a week from Monday, semi-final number 1. A week from Tuesday, semi-final number 2. Grand final on Thursday of that week. And the announcement on Friday of that week. And what's the prize in association with the National Cultural
Yes.
Foundation?
So the prize for 2024, $15,000
Wow.
for the winner.
Wow.
And the runner-up is also going to receive a cash prize, $4,000.
That is something that people will want to be around for. Who will be the people's monarch? Could be a duo, could be a duet, could be solo artist, could be male, could be female. Lots of excitement in 2024. Still going, never stopped since 2003. Never postponed, never switched, just stayed there. Special thanks again to our sponsors, and our sponsors are, Julie, we have to mention them for making this possible.
Yes, we must thank Flow, of course. Stay connected at home and on the go with Flow, the National Cultural Foundation, the Student Revolving Loan Fund, Burger King, National Council on Substance Abuse, Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Laurie Dash Craft Shop, Bridgetown Duty Free, Barbados Steelworks, Colombian Emeralds, and of course the stations of Starcom Network.
Well, thank you, Julie.
Thank
Thank
you.
you to all our sponsors. That's 8 artist song combos vying for the title of People's Monarch. It's very exciting. And you know, the campaigning starts now. Everybody has a text team. Everybody has an online team. And when you go to the various events across the country, you'll see the artists popping up and making sure to say, singing a song great, and then saying with their hands in the air, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. all the excitement of People's Monarch.
And it's going to be a very exciting next few days with the People's Monarch. Plus, we also got tents still happening. Pickety crop results have to come up. So much happening next few days. We are at that stage of the crop over season. I'm very excited.
And a reminder that Junior Monarch finals postponed
been
until
postponed.
Thursday.
Yes, please. And it's going to be held. Hang on, let me make sure I open that message. So we have that exact information. All right, so here it is. The Scotiabank Junior Monarch Finals postpones. The NCF regrets to inform the public that the Scotiabank Junior Monarch Finals planned for tomorrow, Saturday, July 20th at the National Botanical Gardens Amphitheater will now be held on Thursday, July 25th at 7 p.m. at the Garfield Sobers Complex, Wildy, St. Michael. All tickets purchased remain valid.
At this time, we welcome our team member from Courts to tell us about this wonderful location we are in and what is happening virtually every hour at Courts, Chrissy. Virtually, as the day goes by, special. And Nadia Branca is here.
Who you calling me?
I was going to
Nadia Batson.
Come and do a song.
I should start singing.
You can sing Batson or Blackman.
I could
Just
do
get up there.
Batson.
Do all
Long
three.
time I ain't see ya. Give me a. I can't sing.
Chrissy can.
Chrissy can.
I can. She can. Yeah, we haven't seen your presence in this particular location for a long time. It's great to have you here.
And it's great to be here. And we love having, of course, Starcom here. Fireworks.
It is. It is. Tell us about what we're sitting on and the rug that we have, because I wouldn't try to do it. You're the expert. Give me the proper colors, because for me everything's brown.
I know, right?
And it's not even brown. It is not even brown.
But most men would say brown, right?
It is true.
So this is called our Mala sofa. So this is a great, comfortable sofa. You can relax, watch television. We actually had our cricket watch party right here. So it's more of a burnt orange. That's what we call it.
Burnt
so if you're,
orange.
a burnt orange.
I have an orange in my office. It looks nothing like
Okay.
Because it's
Okay,
not,
we
well,
will
if
not-
I burnt it. It's not the burnt one.
It's just orange.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course, today we are at COURTS Bridgetown. There are great deals. Now, if you want to come in right now, you can come to the show, come to Fireworks, and get some great deals. So I'm going to start with the deal of the month. So you can go big and get a TCL. And y'all can see how big that television is.
I've been watching.
Can
And
you
how
miss it?
clean.
It
Can you
is.
miss it?
Oh,
Can't
so
miss
you
Watching
can
TV
get.
in 4K.
It's really good. So today you can get, this is our deal of the month, and you can save $500 on the 55-inch TCL Smart TV. Now this is now $799. That's it, easy so. So deal of the month, go big, get a TCL television, save $500 on the 55-inch TCL Smart TV. And the deal's not finished. Now today as well, you can get 17.5% off TVs 50 inches and over, stoves, washers, bedroom furniture, mattresses, all today. So if you're listening, you can go to any Courts. Any Courts. You could go down Sheraton, Sky Mall, Emerald City, or come right here to Bridgetown. All right? And get 17.5% off TVs 50 inches and over, stoves, washers, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. Okay? And also, we're not done. We're not finished. We have our fireworks combo. We did this just for you all. Our fireworks combo, and it's all about MasterTech. Now you can get the MasterTech 8-speed blender, the cordless kettle, and steam iron. Now this is a combo price of $129.99.
Oh, nice.
So these are all great summer promotions. We're not only buying costumes. All right, we ain't only getting costumes. You need some stuff for the house. So
It
right
is true.
now, you can get that TCL television. You can save $500 on the 55-inch TCL Smart TV. Now $799. You can get 17.5% off TVs 50 inches and over. That sounds good, Chrissy.
Oh, that is nice.
It
So
is good.
I want you to let everybody know as well too what time you guys are closing, because there's some people probably hearing this from work.
Yes.
We want to make sure they get here in time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, wait, hold up. What time we closing? What time we closing? Huh? 6 o'clock. Thank you. So our people know, and you can go to any of the branches and you can get these great deals, not only in Bridgetown. So remember, we have our fireworks combo just for you. We also have the deal of the month, and you can go big and get that TCL television, and of course get 17.5% off televisions 50 inches and over, stoves, washers, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. Because at Courts, we love our people like fireworks. So you can come on now.
So
I love that.
Is
I love
that
part.
select mattresses or mattresses period?
Select mattresses.
Okay.
Thank you. Look at you.
Type of
Look at you.
sizes, etc.
Yeah, so when you come, you can get more information on that. But select mattresses, stoves, washers, and off, remember the televisions, 50 inches and over. So, and also today between 2 to 6, off between 2 to 6, this is our drive time deal. You can save $200 on the Acer 15-inch laptop, which is now $899.99. And Courts is one of the best places to do all of your back to school shopping. Okay, so right now, if you come here by 6 o'clock, you can save $200 on the Acer 15-inch laptop, and that is now $899.99. Get ready for UE, community college. This is the time. Tell your mommy to come down by 6 o'clock right here at COURTS Bridgetown.
And back to school, definitely important.
Yes.
Once upon a time, you'd see last week of August, first week of September, everybody rushing.
Rushing.
But it's not uncommon anymore
Yeah.
in July to do that.
Yes,
Be
people are
shopping.
starting earlier, right? And we keep saying we're not only buying costumes, we're not only going to the all-inclusives. We want to make sure that the children have their laptops, they have their backpacks. Of course, we have Radio Shack here as well. You can get your headphones. You can get, of course, your tablets as well. So this is the place to come. Don't wait to the end of August and you're rushing and then you're quarantine. You can't get this. You can come on down to Courts. And, of course, Courts has convenient locations just for you.
And your Courts Ready Cash makes the options even
Of
wider.
course. Look at you. Look at our Courts ambassador, Ronnie. So yes, of course, we also have Ready Finance. You can get it now and pay later. And that's what Courts is all about. We're tailored to every socio-economic background. Everybody money with the young people say the tall, the long, everybody money is stretching now. So this is a great store. Of course, you can come, you can pay weekly, and you can also get Ready Finance as well.
Locations.
Let me see. We have COURTS Bridgetown. I can let my people guess. COURTS Bridgetown, 6 Roads, Sheraton. You forget one. Speightstown. We have all. We think we're missing somebody. She was talking about no Spring Garden and COURTS Bridgetown, and these are our loyal customers, right? So you got Sky Mall, you have Sheraton, Emerald City, Bridgetown, Speightstown. So anywhere you are, there is a convenient location just for you.
Was somebody trying to come through the window?
Yes.
People are passing out. They're passing out watching
When
it
you're in
happen.
town, town life.
So, Chrissy, what's the first thing you look for when you come to Courts?
I'm always in exactly where we are right now. I love a good couch set.
Yes.
I love a living room set,
Yes.
and I usually pick a couch based on if I can sleep on it.
Yeah.
Not watch TV.
Yeah.
I want to be able to
Because the
sleep
TV watching me.
on the couch.
Yes.
Correct. My TV watching me.
Yes.
So right now there's this one in front of us. This gray set is like an L shape.
Yes.
See that L shape
Yeah,
area?
that's one. That's from our Ashley collection. It
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yes, comfortable. You can put your foot up, just relax, and the color is excellent. I know y'all can't see it, but it is a, what do you call this shirt? Now, what type of color you would call this?
I like to call it the child-proof color.
Yeah. Chrissy, that's exactly what I was thinking. It is a child-proof color. So if you have the little ones with peanut butter and orange juice, no one will see those stains.
Nobody will know.
They're locally wipe off, and they're actually very easy to wipe off.
And it's a nice material as well too if you have pets.
Yes,
You know that material
yes.
is just a nice wipe off.
Yes.
The fur is not caught up in the material like that.
Yes.
So that's pretty nice.
So-
and also rugs.
Yes, and we do have a great selection in rugs. Ronnie, you like rugs? What color you
Well,
like?
I used to be a carpet man.
Really?
Rusty brown. Any room, rusty
Yeah.
brown carpet in there. But rugs now seem to be the way to go.
Yes, because it's like making your home your own oasis.
Yes.
Everybody not outside. We trying to, of course, it's crop over and we outside. We go into, Junior Monarch and we go into all the events, but you want to be able to come home and relax.
Correct.
Yeah.
And when it comes to rugs, it transforms every area.
It
So
does.
once you got a good living room set,
Yeah.
a nice rug, amazing coffee table,
Yes.
and wall art, picture frames, you have a beautiful setup
Yes.
for sure. And I'm loving the prices I'm hearing, the
Yeah.
discounts that I'm hearing. It is definitely a definition of bringing value home.
Yes, and we
for
have
sure.
something tailored to everyone. We have our Quattro brand. You can see this beautiful our coffee table as well, and this is a more reasonable brand. So there's something that is for everyone at court. So people love Ashley, as you were just pointing
Yeah.
out. We have what we are sitting on is the Mala. Yeah, so we have all different brands, and they're all tailored to you. So you want something a bit cheaper. You may have an apartment, and you want something a bit smaller. You may have a huge living room,
Yeah.
and you want it big, and you inviting all the friends for a crop over line. We have that. We also have speakers. We have the television. So whatever you need, Courts is the place for you.
And according to Ronnie, we also have pots and pans.
Pots and pans. You need a frying pan. You need a pot. You need a kettle,
I checked
an
mine
air
out already.
fryer. Whatever you need.
I was mentioning things like vases. And
Yeah, accessories.
dried flowers, and them
Yes.
type of things there. We men appreciate them when they're done by you because we know something is right, but we don't necessarily
Yeah, you don't think
pay
about
attention
it.
to
Yes.
those things.
But when the house is finished, and I always say, don't wait till Christmas. People wait till Christmas, and then you're rushing. You can start getting your pieces every month. So
Correct.
as Ronnie called them, the dry flowers.
Dry
But
flowers,
yes, you can get your accessories early. You can start creating. And what we do in Courts, as you see, we create spaces. So
Yeah.
that you can come in and you can see, well, this is a vision that I have or I would like to have at my home.
And buy the entire set.
And buy the entire set.
I see even the plants to the left as well.
Yes,
So you guys
yes.
literally have it set up perfectly.
Correct, and we have one of our designers right here. Chanel is responsible for a lot of this. Yes. So what they do is they do setups, and so that when you come in, you can say, "Hey, this will look nice in my house," or I can add this accent and these accessories.
I love that. I love that. And tell me a little bit more about the rooms upstairs. What else do you have? And you mentioned the beds. Is
Yes.
it also you can just buy the base as well? Because there's some people who have already got a mattress.
Yes, you
but they
can.
want a different base.
Of course, you can. And I just want to talk a bit about the mattresses because that's quite funny. People still have a mattress from the time they were teenagers, and you about 40 now.
Nah.
It happens.
Isn't there a
happens.
particular time you're supposed to change your mattress after a few years or something?
Yes, so we do have a mattress expert on hand as well, but you're supposed to you definitely not, don't wait till your 20 years are gone. And plus you have to then get something that is tailored maybe if you have a backache.
Correct.
Or as you get older, because you need that mattress that, when you lie down, it kind of fits to you. So what we do have at COURTS Bridgetown, we do have our mattress expert. This is a person that can come and can help you, tailor it to your needs, backache, if you have knee issues, neck issues, and we have a range of mattresses, and as you said, you can get the frame separately as well. And of course we have more living room suites upstairs, and we know in Courts you can get a fridge, you can get a stove, the dryers now, everybody don't want to go outside on the line even though outside hot. I think this is time we can hang up clothes, but we do have dryers as well. But we do have a wide range of brands. We have our Mabe, we have our Frigidaire, we have a wide range of brands, and that is done specifically so that you can afford the lifestyle that you want.
What about your hire purchase option?
Yes, of course, we have our higher purchase option. I was waiting for our CSR to come and, just give a bit more information on that, but that is very important at Courts. We know that, as we said, everyone can't just come in and pay cash for an item. We can't just come and buy it, so we do have that weekly option as well.
And there's some people who can,
yes,
but they choose not to.
What about delivery?
Yes, of course we have delivery. We also have maintenance as well. We have our Servitech team, great for maintenance, great delivery, and if you have, of course, any issues, our Servitech maintenance can also help with that. And we do have ACs, and if more than ever you needed an AC in your bedroom, would be no, because everybody complain now the all-inclusives how hot it is.
I'm with you
on the morning
that.
parties. Yeah, it's a different type of heat. In a regular Bajan summer heat, it's different type.
Walking across, we were like, oh, we can't wait to get in courts. Outside too hot.
Yep.
Outside too hot.
Yep.
And you mentioned earlier the washer and dryers. Do you guys have any combos right now? Because sometimes you do have a combo.
Yes,
going
we
on.
do have combos. I don't have any here right now, but what we do have, we have the Master Set combo.
There we
As
go.
I was telling you about, the Master Set combo that comes with the blender, the kettle, and the steam iron.
Nice, nice.
Right, and
nice.
that is $129.99.
For all of that?
But remember the
That's what I'm
yes,
saying.
but
That's a
remember
lot
the
of stuff.
washers, the stoves, you get 17.5% today, or 17.5% off today. If you come in for a washer, bedroom furniture, mattresses, today you get 17.5%.
What about assembly? You know,
Mhm.
when you bring something home and you've done your best to put it together, and people in the house are bending at all angles, and they're saying, that's not what it looks like inside court.
Yeah, that is so me. Yes,
sure,
we-
Dad?
of-
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure, babes? You sure?
and,
like-
and then you
It
have
doesn't
somebody
look like
somebody
that.
parts still in the bag, and you're like,
And if you're like my family, we don't do manuals.
Yeah.
We don't do manuals. If you pick up a manual, we consider you weak. Don't even pick up a manual. Do it yourself. Look at it and figure it out.
Tell us about the assembly team.
yes, of course, our team can come, they can deliver it, they can assemble it, because I am that person. I don't want to have to try to assemble it. I know there are some handymen and handy women who, of course, can do it. You can do it yourself, but if you say, you know what, just bring it, put it up, Courts, we provide that as well.
Bunk beds for sure, right?
Yes, I have a bunk bed from Courts, yes, and they came in, they delivered it, assembled it, easy.
Right.
Easy.
So your opening hours today?
Well, we closing at 6. Yeah, we will close at 6 today. So remember, you can come in, you can take advantage of our Master Tech combo, 17.5% off of certain items, and also we have our TCL deal of the month. So that's all month. You can save $500 on the 55-inch TCL Smart TV, now $799.99. So you don't have to watch your TV a little. So you don't have to watch that small TV anymore and hurt your eyes.
TV is going to be so smart soon that when I fall asleep in front of the TV, the men and women inside everything that's on television. Hello, baby.
You,
Get off that court
yeah.
couch and go on your court's bed.
Yes.
You're working hard.
I like that. Hold up. On the Courts mattress. With your Courts teacup from your Courts kettle.
Go, just leave.
But you know what they should do? They should go and make you a cup of tea then.
Yeah, you should.
It should.
You should. Well, we've certainly enjoyed this segment here in our fireworks outside.
Can I tell you all who I want for People's Monarch?
No, you can't.
I can't
No,
say who I
you
want.
can't. You cannot do that.
I cannot.
No, you can't. When Monday comes and Tuesday comes and Wednesday comes and Thursday comes, then you can decide to express your.
All you gotta do is
I
make
can't
sure
say
to
no.
vote.
If, look, Chrissy, if I could sing, I would sing a little bit of the song now, all right?
But you can't sing a bit of any song right now. Simple as that.
I get in trouble.
You will.
What I
Thank you very
gotta
much,
say?
Nadia.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Hey, Dave Smooth, we got the courtesy Pickety Crop pick, and I think that next week we'll be able to explore some of the potential candidates, at least on Monday. By Wednesday we should know, because Eleanor Rice Watkins had me know that the judging is on Tuesday, not on Monday. But I mean, a crowd of 1,000 watching rehearsal wouldn't be a bad idea if they do turn up on Monday, you know, Chrissy?
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
So that judging is on Tuesday.
Correct. And I actually feel as though that is probably going to be one of the biggest nights, because people are not only going to be there to see the Calypsonians, but people want to hear who getting through.
And then they're going to call fireworks on Wednesday, and they're going to laugh at me because of my predictions. You know, them kind of things there. But at least next week, we will be able to play the songs of the people who are actually in. But Dave, I believe that if we're going to do that with the compliments of Courtesy Garage, we have to start with the king, right? Because he's the only man in the finals right now.
Correct.
Right? If he had to compete tonight, if Pickety Crop finals tonight, he would win for the 5th time. You imagine that?
Yeah.
He might even beat himself and finish second. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. So let's hear it. So give us the proper intro. Hit the tune called Village Ram by Iweb.
Okay. The courtesy.
Drizzles on the outside, a slight breeze, and life continues on this fantastic Friday in Courts in Bridgetown. Vases being bought. Men, you may ignore them when they're in the home, but please don't break them. It's 2024. Do you want at 4:30 p.m. on the 19th of July in 2037 to see her break down in tears, and you're wondering, what did I do now? She says, it's not what you did now, it's what you did in 2024. You broke my vase and I can never get it back. Don't break what she brings in the house. It's as simple as that. Look, Chrissy D,
Vase and ornaments.
we have 4-time Calypso King of Barbados.
Yes.
In terms of the last 14 years, top tier, the man to beat, or try to beat, or at least get to meet on stage in the Piccadilly Quarterfinals. Everyone remembers 2003, I Know That, a nation of shows, and he was musically involved even before he made that Piccadilly Quarterfinals debut. I said already on Fireworks, you don't have to wait till a person is no longer in the land of the living to acclaim their greatness. And between him and Adrian Clarke for the last, 30 years, they have made that transition from Bag and Gabby and John and all the great ones, an easier one to handle because of their work. Iweb is here live in Bridgetown. Great to have you here.
Good afternoon to you, Ronnie. Good afternoon to you, Chrissy. And good afternoon to all the persons listening to the station this afternoon.
And watching.
Fireworks.
You
I'm
got
watching.
local
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
we
too.
have cameras. We have cameras. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
And
So good afternoon.
If you were tuning into the secondary school sports finals, I believe it was secondary schools, Ian, you were doing commentary.
Yeah, I work with sports.bb. So we do BSAC every single year. And we also do other sporting events. We're going to get involved in cricket and stuff like that shortly. I may do some cricket commentary. Who
Excellent.
knows?
Now, when you're dealing with schools, you're dealing with thousands of children.
Yeah.
But we haven't had 80,000 children being added consistently to our population for some time. And
Yes,
you,
sir.
as the village ram, you have some ideas.
Well, yeah, man. The Village Ram, that is I enjoyed the song. That's the truth. I enjoyed putting it together with Shane. I remember when I first got the concept, it's actually Shane that called it Village Ram.
Wow.
So when I explained the concept that I had in my head, Shane was like, yeah, baby, that is Village Ram, you know. So we went with Village Ram. And it's been doing well in the thing. If you went to judging night, that was probably the first time for the season that I did a little change up, and I came on stage and did a little more than I was doing like opening night and the second night we had intended and so on. Yeah.
You're already in the final.
Yes, sir.
And you've been in this position before of preparing to defend your crown.
Yeah.
So, pacing yourself, how do you set out the shifting gears? By the time you get to finals, you know what you're doing.
Well, I had a challenge earlier, let's say like 10 years ago, like because we're 24 now, so we go back 12 years. When I came back into the mix, I wanted to get involved in the party scene as well. So I would have been doing a lot more fets, going out during the week, still working my day job as a teacher, having to get work on time, but still fetting in the night, going to different events, etc. And that posed a different set of challenges back then, where I found myself toward the end of the season. The voice was struggling. Now I don't do that much performing. Even as Monarch, during the year, when you think about it, you really haven't seen a whole lot of me.
That is true.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you love this song, but I also gonna say not only you, but it seems that everybody love this song as well. To the moment you dropped that, we saw so many messages from our VOB listeners coming through on WhatsApp, Village Ram, Village Ram, Village Ram.
Village Ram.
The phone calls was Village Ram. We also got some feedback from our listeners about your performance at judging night, and everybody said you did an amazing job.
Excellent.
You did an amazing job. And then also I remember having conversation with some of the young Calypsonians at House of Soca, and they mentioned your performance from your judging night and the fact that they look up to you. So
Oh,
even
wow.
when they perform, they remember Iweb. What would
Okay.
Iweb do?
All right, all
So
right,
you are paving a way for so many that are coming right behind you. They are watching you. So I want to ask you, to any of the youngsters who are not in Calypso yet, but their parents take them to the judging nights and things, so they get to see you. Do you
Right.
have any advice for them to step into the arena?
Well, I'll tell you what. When I think about my own journey,
Yeah.
when I first started, I can see myself as a Calypso Monarch, furthermore, 4-time Monarch. Wow.
Okay.
You understand? Because when I started out, it wasn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. You know, people see the success and think that you just arrived at success overnight, and that's not how it actually works. You actually run into some very tough situations, closed doors. I was saying today on another station, different interview, about my experience in Junior Monarch. So I entered Junior Monarch once, couldn't make it out of the preliminary, and I never entered Junior Monarch again. I entered Pickety Crop in 2002, then I made the finals in 2003. I came away from the stage, went and did my undergraduate over in Trinidad, came back in 2010 and got involved again in 2012. But of course, that journey between 2004 and 2012, a lot of learning and a lot of growth took place between there, right? That really is responsible for what you will see from 2012 going forward. So initially when I started out, people would say that I would imitate Gabby, and that was true, because the truth is, as a youngster coming up, you're going to need to find somebody, identify somebody that you respect, you look at their work, you want to emulate a similar type of work, and so I tried to look at the top 3 at that time. During the 80s and 90s, the top 3 would have been, of course, Gabby, Bag, and John King. So in my head, what I wanted to do was to write like Bag, perform like Gabby, and sing like John King.
Brilliant.
And so over time, I came into my own. So if I'm advising a youngster, okay, you like a particular artist, see what the artist is doing. Study the artist, right? And if you can take something from that artist and then take some of what you yourself as a person, your own creativity, you add to that, you come up with whatever it is that you want to come up with. Yeah.
And that's the perfect point for us to break for the news. We come back after the traffic, hurricane tip, and we're live at Courts in Bridgetown.
Yeah, man.
The 4:30 edition of the latest from Starcom Network News is brought to you in association with C.O. Williams Construction Limited, as we continue to move the earth to please.
C.O. Williams, #1 in construction. No job is a problem. We the best one in the island. Anything you want, just give us a call. No job too big and never too small. We're #1 on FMRs. Anything you want, just give us a call. C.O. Williams, #1 in construction. No job is a problem. We the best one in the island. We move the earth to please.
If you want experience and quality in construction to fill your needs, C.O. Williams is guaranteed.
Good afternoon. This is the 4:30 edition of the latest from Starcom Network News. I am Christo J. Paul. This country's business sector says a global IT glitch has had only a limited impact on their operations. President of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, James Clarke, was updating Starcom Network News on the local impact of the glitch that has caused disruptions worldwide, hitting airlines, banks, businesses, and even emergency services overseas.
information received by the chamber so far is that, yes, it seems that one or two banks have had an issue with their ATMs, and then it's also affected some point-of-sale systems that obviously run. I don't know if they're connected to the bank or if they run a particular type of software. That's all we have, but we understand that it is a limited impact.
President of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, James Clarke. Here in Barbados, RBC Bank has been affected with their ATM and point-of-sale machines being put offline. Barbados' Minister of Industry, Innovation, Science and Technology, Marsha Caddell, stresses that the glitch is not the result of a cyber attack, but instead a software update. She notes that the operations of the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and the Grantley Adams International Airport are unaffected so far.
The Queen Elizabeth Hospital and its medical systems and information systems have so far not been affected. We've also taken a report from Grantley Adams International Airport, and they're also reporting that up to this time, no flights have been affected. Their own systems are not affected. But what we remain to see is whether delays caused elsewhere in the world with other travel itineraries would then have knock-on effects for travel that will occur later today or over the course of the weekend. But as of now, we are not reporting any delays.
Barbados' Minister of Industry, Innovation, Science and Technology, Marsha Caddell. The 8-inch sewage line on the south coast that was ruptured during the passage of Hurricane Beryl has been repaired. Senior Minister in the Prime Minister's Office with responsibility for infrastructural projects, Dr. William Duguid, provided an update this morning during a briefing at Worthing Beach in Christchurch.
The 8-inch line had ruptured about 340 meters offshore. Within the last few days, we're working to repair that 8-inch line. That 8-inch line has now been repaired. It has been anchored to the seabed and it is now functional and tested as well. We've also had a second testing of the water, and I'm sure that those results will come back in a very good light. In addition to that, we've also commissioned further strengthening of this temporary outfall.
Senior Minister in the Prime Minister's Office with responsibility for infrastructural projects, Dr. William Duguid. The National Cultural Foundation, NCF, has announced that the Scotiabank Junior Monarch Finals planned for tomorrow, Saturday, at the National Botanical Gardens Amphitheatre has been postponed until next week. It will now be held on Thursday, July 25th at 7 p.m. at the Garfield Sobers Complex, Wilde, St. Michael. The NCF says the occasional showers over the past days have hampered the full technical setup and rehearsal needed ahead of the competition. It adds that the decision follows consultation with parents, sponsors, judges, and other key stakeholders. All tickets purchased remain valid. A monument has been unveiled at Jessamine Avenue, Bayland, St. Michael, in honor of several key figures from that community and surrounding areas who have made significant contributions in their respective fields. The project, which is an initiative of the Office of Reparations and Economic Enfranchisement in the Office of the Prime Minister, pays tribute to notable individuals such as Sir Garfield Sobers, Gwyneth Squires, Edwin Yearwood, and others who come from that area. During a ceremony held at the Hard Court at Jessamine Avenue, Member of Parliament for St. Michael's South, Kirk Humphrey, explained the significance of the unveiling.
It is a symbol that says to the people of this community that despite what people say, because I do not believe it, but despite what people say about people who come from certain areas, if you're from the Pine, you're no good. If you're from Bredonsill, you're no good. If you're from the Bayland, you're no good. If you're from Gore Hill or Silver Hill, you're no good. It is to say that that is a nonsense, and to let people know that there are great men and women who come from these communities whose name must live on as much as any other name in any other community.
Member of Parliament for St. Michael's South, Kirk Humphrey. And finally, founders of the Prayer Warriors International Organization, Pastor Courtney Selman, has voiced his support for the Prime Minister's call for a weekend of prayer and reflection from today in light of the surge of gun violence. Mr. Selman highlighted the benefits his organization has seen from having a day dedicated to prayer and encourages every Barbadian to take a minute to pray at noon tomorrow. And that's it for the 4:30 edition of the latest from Starcom Network News. Starcom Network Inc. is a division of One Caribbean Media Group. I am Krista J. Paul, wishing you a great weekend.
Like and follow at Starcom Network News on Instagram and Standing by to bring you your first traffic report for the evening. We're not going to have a traffic report at this time, so let's put some more money inside the till.
Come join the Super Gladiators this Friday at the Daphne Joseph Hackett Theatre, Queen's Park. Admission $40. Showtime 8 p.m.
Barbados, are you ready to sing and shop your heart out? Standers hosting the ultimate soca karaoke. Come compete with your family and sing your best soca song. And while you're here, enjoy month-wide savings on furniture, appliances, and more. Up to $2,000. Join us Saturday, July 20th from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Standard Showroom in Wildy, St. Michael. Bring your voice, energy, and family for soca, food, and fabulous prizes. We can't wait to see you at Standard, where quality is a lifestyle.
Cropover City presents Fireworks 2024
on VOB 92.9.
Music, artists, band leaders, tents, writers, quizzes, prizes, tickets, and more. Your hosts, Ronnie, Clarke,
and Chrissy D.
Me, I'm still working on myself. Like, I know I could be better in certain things, and that's what I am trying to do. Like my sister, she's one person that really looks up to me and holds me up here. There's a lot of pressure when it comes to me and my sister, right? Like, she really sees me as this perfect person, but I'm not. And so I work every day to be happy with who I am, and I think it's very important that you do that too. Like, I'm gonna mess up. I do mess up. There are things that I'm not proud of that have happened and might still happen in the future, but I think I am confident with who I am and who I want to be, and the traits that I have that I love about myself, and I just live life towards those things.
Fireworks, brought to you with the compliments of Barbados Industries, UFO, Wildy, St. Michael, where you can get 4 plain shirts for $100. And West Indian Waterproofing. Call today to ask about their do-it-yourself products on sale this hurricane season. 271-4933.
Tune in every Saturday morning to VOB 92.9 FM for the Mad Half Hour, the Puddiness House edition.
Oh there, it is me, don't be surprised.
The fun starts at 11 a.m. Join Dave Smooth, Queen Archibald Cost, along with me, PC Brooms, as we play the sweet music and tell you where you can get your tickets for Bacchanal Time, the best of the best. It will be fun, music, and hot discussions on all the trending topics and controversies of Cropover. The sweetest Puddiness House is on the Mad Half Hour at 11 a.m. on VOB 92.9 FM.
Yes, all right.
Here is a hurricane tip brought to you by Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This is where you belong. Take into account any special dietary needs or restrictions in your household. Stock up on appropriate foods for those with allergies, medical conditions, or specific dietary preferences. Any infants, elderly family members, or pets, ensure you have an adequate supply of their specific food and formula. If there are prescription medications required, ensure there is at least a week's supply on hand. Store medication in a cool, dry place, and consider having a cooler with ice packs for medications that need refrigeration. Keep a list of medications, dosages, and prescribing doctors in your emergency kit. That was a hurricane tip brought to you by Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This is where you belong.
When it comes to protecting your family, Peace of mind is everything. Imagine the security of knowing your home is ready for whatever comes your way. This hurricane season, secure up to $20,000 with Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. From securing your investment to stocking up on essentials, Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited will help you get hurricane ready. Don't forget to take advantage of savings available from our discount partners for all Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union members. This is where you belong.
Hey, let's rejoin the team over at Courts in Bridgetown. Chrissy D and Ronnie.
Beauty and the Beast. And the Monarch. Ian Webster, live in Bridgetown. Fantastic Friday so far. Special thanks to the Courts team for making us feel so welcome. If you hear me snoozing just now, I'm going to kick off my shoes, man, and fall asleep in this two-seater. This is really great. What's the color again? Burnt orange?
Orange.
I'll try that when I get back to work. I've got an orange in my office. I'll go in the kitchen. Got a microwave, set it to 3 minutes. It might be exploding orange. I don't think they have a color called exploding orange.
I think that's going to become a black orange, Ronnie.
You'll hear about that in the 9:30 edition of the latest. All right, Ian, you were leaving us at a very interesting point.
Yeah.
In terms of how you approach things and the things that influence you. We've heard your song this year. Of all the songs you've done, which song gave you the most satisfaction?
I don't know what to tell you, bro. I have written so many songs that I really don't have a lot of emotions tied to any song in particular. I can't tell you that.
I want to also acknowledge that though you are the monarch, right? When you also, well, you and Shane, Water Street Boys, write songs for other artists, there is no, you know, you don't want to give a winning song. Every song you guys have written literally can be the first place song.
What I do, right, especially with me and Shane working, you know, I don't give people songs that you
wouldn't sing yourself?
I won't feel comfortable singing.
I respect that.
You understand? So I try to give people something that I would feel comfortable singing on every single occasion. That's a Water Street Boys operate.
And when you prepare for a final, and there are 4 or 5 songs that you've written being performed by fellow finalists, how much attention do you pay to how they are preparing for the finals?
Well, in the final is you have to run your own race. You know what I'm saying? It's like track and field. You can't get caught up with what's happening around you. What's happening, and the world lead is 9.77. So Noah Lyles is right now having a mental break. Well, he was supposed to run in a meet in Monaco. He didn't run. But my point is, you have to focus on your race, right? So ain't no way I am thinking about, okay, TC got this song, and somebody else got to go think about John, or got to go think about Terry. All of them got their own restaurant, and I have my own restaurant. So I don't study it like that.
The last time they had the release of points, well, official or unofficially, you had Dear Lord, and you were going in 9th place as far as I recall.
Nah, man, 15th.
You were 15th going in there.
Absolutely.
The technical, step by step,
correct.
The long processional walk, without costume,
Yeah.
But clearly the position was seen. And then to see the execution on finals night, you obviously knew that you had to pull out all the stops to either win or get close to winning.
Well, the thing about the points is that I didn't know. When I found out, it was after the fact. But even if I had known, I would have still done what I normally do finals night. Go, give it my all. Well, I should go back and say, plan, then give it my all. You understand? It was the same process. But it didn't faze me or bother me because I had an experience in 2012. So in 2012, Bag won by about 3 points. And I learned after the competition that going into the final, I was leading the competition. And I remember working on The Things We Do for Love. And I was by Gabby. And I was griping over it. And I said, Gabby, boy, you can imagine I win the semi-final last year and went finals and come second. Gabby said, Gabby, nobody don't win a semi-final.
Fact.
That, as simple as that may sound, I never made that mistake again. Never, ever, ever.
That Hollywood Tree semi-final performance, I see as your best performance, and you've had
you and David
numerous
Weatherhead.
best
David
performances.
Weatherhead says the same thing.
That was incredible. So it's a bit ironic that you've had great performances in the finals, but people still look at the semi-final as your best performance. I remember that year the finals were not at the Oval.
No, it was at the gymnasium.
Had it been at the Oval, one can only imagine knowing that you had planned for that
Yeah, I
space.
had planned for that space, yeah.
And that makes a difference, right?
It does. Because I will tell you, on stage that night, I was absolutely uncomfortable. Because for the first time, I didn't perform in my glasses. And I didn't expect the stage to be as dark as it was. So all the while I am singing, in my head, I am telling myself, Ian, do not go too close to the edge of this stage. Because you can't see it, and you are going to fall off. I sing here, but that's what's going on in my head. I uncomfortable. I'm moving from left to right, can't see. And then when I'm done, everybody applauds. And when I walk into the dressing room, I think you were in my dressing room at the time. I was very upset.
Ian,
I was livid.
Ian, there were about 40 people in that dressing room on that night.
Yeah.
40 people.
I came back real
As
bad.
opposed to having your own space with maybe 8 people.
Yeah.
It was a combination of everybody inside there. It was
Yeah.
like a fair. It was like a circus. Big theme this year. It was literally like a circus in there. Everything was going off all around at the same time.
Yeah.
So different things can
Yeah, man.
influence your
I'm telling you.
approach on the night, but you have to make provision for them. So, as we look at access to your material, where can we find your material?
Well, right now, Generation Gap for sure is on all streaming platforms. I have to call Derek and Steven so that they can upload Village Ram to the portal and have all the digital distributors deal with it. Because we want to start promoting the social commentary, selling the social There is a market out there for it, and I don't think that we as Barbadian Calypsonians tap into it enough. I network with a number of people around the region. We're talking about Rebecca Webster in Anguilla. We saw when we did We Got This.
That's right.
That in itself allowed us to connect with so many people across the region, right? And calypso across the region is a thing, right? It's a big thing in a number of the other islands. It's a big thing here once it's crop over, but once crop over is over, we can probably check for calypso again, maybe when Trinity Carnival come wrong, to see, what's happening. Yeah.
With the presence of Brian London
Yeah.
and Elon Francis over the past few days in Barbados,
Mhm.
I was making the observation that they have kept calypso alive.
Right.
Many persons of that type
Right.
and that style are in the finals with maybe one or two veterans.
Right.
And they are disciples of the people that went before them. So it's okay to have a change.
Yeah.
How do you feel about one song versus two song?
Well, I'm going to give you an answer that most people probably wouldn't expect, but I'm going to give you the answer here. Check it out. I have a position when it comes to competition that if we want to determine whether we sing one song, whether we sing two songs, what we are going to use as a judging criteria. If you want to determine that, have your own competition. But if you are choosing to enter somebody else's competition, and the people competition is one, that's what it is. One or two is neither here or there for me. I've been fortunate enough to win when there were 2 songs and there's 1 song. So it's neither here or there. Obviously, it's less work. It's less money invested in terms of props and presentation and stuff like that. So that there's a benefit to it. But as far as hardcore 2 songs versus 1, I don't take a side on it because it's not my competition. I choose to enter the NCF's competition, and I abide by their rules. That's what it is.
More people get the opportunity to get in the finals. And do you think that that development is helpful, especially for younger Calypsonians who may have seen the 2 song as a locked off environment with 6 or 7 people every year heading in there?
I think whether 2 songs or 1 song, when you are somebody coming up in entertainment, in calypso, it's always good to have experience around you, because you can only learn what to do, sometimes what not to do, sometimes how to handle the press, how to carry yourself, things that you can improve on. I mean, there's a whirlwind of things that you can consider when you have young people in a space with experience. And let me tell you, when I had the opportunity in 2002 to leave Lions Den and go into the headliners tent, and that tent was Rupee, Blood, Colin Spencer, Big, Rick, Bumba, TC, Natalie, who else, boy? I think I call everybody. we had a lot of people with experience. So being in that environment, you know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. And there are people in my life like David Weatherhead, right, that will always keep it 100 with me, right? Shane, always keeping it 100, you know. Red Boys, 100.
And it's great to have Mikey back.
Yeah, man,
And
for
Scott
sure,
as
for
well.
sure.
What
He
a
was at Jazzy
combination.
Night. He was at Jazzy Night enjoying himself. And
Sorry,
so
man.
good to see him.
Told him that we loved him and we're happy to see him.
Yeah, man.
In terms of your recording, who did you work with this year?
Red Boys. I've been working with Red Boys now since about 2015. Yeah, so I've been consistently working with them year after year. Last year was the first time that I worked with them as far as social commentary is concerned. But normally I work with Scott and Mikey. I really feel comfortable there.
All live as well in terms of instrumentation?
Yeah, we do a lot of live stuff. With the commentary, we didn't do live stuff or full out live stuff with stuff with the
Soca.
Generation Gap.
Okay.
They were live horns, but the other stuff you still got to play on.
How long did it take to put that song together?
Generation Gap
with the 3 of you, yeah.
Boy, it didn't take long, to be honest. I think because Scott and I understood what we wanted to achieve. And of course Shane was in the process too. I cannot ever leave out Shane, because when we were trying to work out, alright, we want to do this as a collab, what should we do? Me and Shane was back and forth and talking and so on, and he didn't get a chance to come in the studio this year, but it would have been great to have him in there. But Big Brainer in studio, Big was excited, you know, seeing the excitement on his face, and he got a chance to express himself vocally, right, because he wanted to do some runs and stuff. Wow. Like that. It was a nice energy in studio, man. It was real nice. And the old dog, of course, the old dog stood up for the first time in a long time to actually record the song.
Wow.
So he had his walker there and he stood up there and sang his stuff, and he said, this is the longest I've ever stood up since I had my...
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Iweb, we really appreciate you taking the time out, making that commitment a week ago to come here today, and we wish you all the best, because we know that you're going to give of your best. You had a camouflage robe on, though. You're not worried about that being taken off stage in the middle of your performance?
I have on something under it, so if they want to take it off, that's fine.
Well, thank you, Ian. Thank you.
I just want to shout out some people.
Do that.
I know. Listen, I want to say special thanks and shout out to Ocean Fisheries. Right? They always support Iweb. I got support and shout out Pork and Wine. in Lodge Road. The
Great.
fellas locked on. So, and some of them in London as well.
Wow.
Because they went over to watch the West Indies play at Lords. Right?
For how long? 2 days? Didn't even make it till Saturday.
Some of the guys are back already. And shout out to my boy doing Rosette.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he messaged me and let me know
Yeah.
that I gotta let you know that he's tuned in too.
Man, yeah, he just had some challenges and stuff, and it's good to know he's back on his feet and contributing to the culture in his unique way.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Iweb, all the
Shout
best,
out.
and we look forward to the rest of the season.
Yes, man.
All right,
Thank
kids side still to come. We're live at COURTS in Bridgetown. We've got the evening preview. 5 o'clock, we've got blockchain business, and we've got more here on Fireworks.
I forget Wesley.
Wesley, did you hear that?
Pick up yourself, Wesley.
Thank you so much, guys. Let's take a look at the evening preview. A global IT glitch disrupts the operations of at least one commercial bank in Barbados. The Barbados business sector reports only limited impact on their operations from the global tech outage. Government says the systems at Grantley Adams International Airport and the Queen Elizabeth
Nico Vibes and Gunner, Sultan Don, Scott Moroccan, Nelly Fresh, DJ Roz, Dave and Rio, and more. Secure your $100 general ticket or $300 premium all-inclusive ticket now from official box offices or ticketlinks.com. Check Soca and Neil's socials for details. Produced by 4D Entertainment Inc. Sponsored by Flow and this radio station.
I love Cropova, the festival we love.
The golden anniversary of the Crop Over Festival celebrations continue with the Central Bank of Barbados Season of Emancipation Visual Arts Exhibition Series. Join us from Saturday, June 29th to Saturday, August 3rd for the second chapter of the exhibition entitled Diffusing Borders in Color, Motion and Form, Contemporary Practice. View the artistic works of multiple talented Barbadian visual artists from all walks of life. This exhibition will not only be staged at the Queen's Park Gallery, but look out for pop-ups across the island. Stay tuned to the NCF social media channels for more details. The Queen's Park Gallery is open Mondays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily.
So sweet, the festival we love.
Get fired up with big deals at Courts today between 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Save $200 on the Acer 15-inch laptop, now $899.99. Plus, get 17.5% off TVs, 50-inch and over, stoves, washers, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. And go big with our deal of the month. Save $500 on the 55-inch TCL Smart TV, now $799.99. Offers end July 19th. Conditions apply. Shop today at Courts, bringing value home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's back. Time for Berger's Hardware Hustle. That's right. Buy any 2 gallons of Berger paints from participating hardware stores or any color shop location for a chance to win a shopping spree in a hardware store valued at $1,000. Visit BergerPaintsCaribbean.com on how to enter. Promotion ends July 31st. See Berger Caribbean on Facebook and Instagram for details. Berger, for lasting beauty and protection.
Wanted, Old Brigham Rum, last seen in fine drinking establishments across the length and breadth of the Isle of Barbados. This Old Brigham is known for smooth, rich taste and hails from the Foursquare St. Philip area. After years maturing, he is well protected by those who are true to their inner Brigham. Some even call him the One-Eyed Man. Do your part. Whenever good friends get together and fine rum is the order of the day, tell them to bring out the Brigham.
Old Brigham Rum, another great rum from the world-class Foursquare Distillery.
Are you the Brigham?
Have you ever considered what happens in life without warning? Imagine a world without warning signs on the road. Think of the dangers of not being cautioned about a wet floor, but about the child who burns his hand on a hot stove. Warning signs are a part of every aspect of our lives, except food. 8 out of every 10 deaths are caused by diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and types of cancers. Without effective warning labels on unhealthy, ultra-processed products, we will continue to battle this health crisis. Octagonal warning labels save lives.
A message from the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and partners.
Attention, Best Reward members. Get ready for the sale of the summer. For 3 days only, enjoy a whopping 15% off store-wide at 3 Do It Best locations. Whether you're looking for hardware, housewares, toys, barbecues, pool essentials, paint, or the perfect gift, everything is 15% off. Not a Best Reward member? Just sign up and get the 15% off store-wide. Learn more about being a Best Reward member. Hurry into Do It Best and start saving.
Be terrified by the line that went on forever, where one man is trapped in a never-ending car insurance payment line.
So why not skip the horror story and choose BCIC for all your car insurance needs?
You can go online and get a quote in less than 5 minutes. You can buy a policy in less than 10 minutes.
Plus payment options and so much more designed especially for you. BCIC, rethink insurance.
Fireworks coming to you today. Compliments of Barbados Industries UFO Wildy St. Michael, where you can get 4 plain shirts for $100. West Indian Waterroofing. Call today to ask about their do-it-yourself products on sale this hurricane season. Call them at 271-4933. And Unicom Barbados Limited. They're the team Over at Courts in Bridgetown, let's rejoin Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you very much. Beauty live and direct, and we're heading up to the latest at 5:30. Just saw a gentleman come into the store here, Courts Bridgetown in Barbados. Mr. Grant, you heard Ian talk about the Grant's Lion's Den. Well, that's the Grants in Lion's Den. And that was the first tent that Rupee was in after winning the Teen Talent in 1993, the tent in 1994. Kid Sight wrote for TC. Got her to the finals with 2 songs. Rupert's song was When a Man Woke Up, When a Woman Woke Up and a Man Wine Behind. Wine, wine. Very simple song, 3 minutes. He was like closing his eyes on stage. And then the following year, you know, Thunder, written by Edwin Yearwood, Natalie Burke with the massive chant, Nicholas Spranker production, and it was all on from there. So sometimes the inconspicuous star is left in the background when you reach a certain level of activity. Iweb was here with a message.
Yeah, yep, he was here. So on behalf of Iweb, he also wanted to acknowledge Ace Pharmacies as well too, because he was doing some shout outs before he left. So Ace Pharmacies, Iweb want to say shout out to you guys as well.
Let's announce the People's Monarch quarterfinals 1, 2, 3, and 4.
All right, so quarterfinals 1, Blood and Mikey with Heart of the Party versus Bruce Lee Almighty and the Noise Boys with Tomorrow. Then we have the quarterfinals, the second one, Skrilla with Lap versus Saddest and Just J by ×2. Third quarterfinals, we got Escobar, All Eyes on Me versus Tion Hernandez with Starter Pack. And the fourth quarterfinals, we have Sugary and Mikey, No Matter What, versus King Slim with Friends and Family.
Well, nothing is a fait accompli. Many surprises in life. 1991, gentlemen won the Pickety Crop crown when Calypso was arguably at its biggest, best, and hardest. Once a while, a Gabby would not compete, or a Bag would not compete, but the standard of competition was huge, and a gentleman with mistaken identity and No More Lies won the crown. But he was already king, because today is Friday, July the 19th, and on Friday, July the 19th, 1985, at the Farley Hill National Park in St. Peter, this gentleman won the national dub title, a concert, a youth concert held by the National Cultural Foundation to honor the Year of the Youth. How do I know? Because I was there as the opening act for that entire show. Kid Sight, welcome.
Yes, so glad to be here. Finally, I think this is 5 years since I've been on the radio station and doing an interview. I didn't make it last year. I didn't come out last year, and I was out for 2022, 2021, and 2020. So the last time I was here was 2019.
Although the judges' results saw to it that you and I worked Pickety Crop finals together.
Yeah, last year. Yeah,
but
we had a good time.
You will not be working with me this year. As far as Pickety Crop is concerned, you're going to be on stage.
I hope the announcer will not be working either.
Yeah, you'll not be working also.
Great night last night. Viral is this song. Went to radio yesterday. Super work by Darren Grant. And you've worked and won with Darren before.
Yes. Darren, 2002, Too Malicious and Dangerous. 2003, Beatrice Don't Know What I Want. 2004, Old Songs. 2005, Only About Here. And 2006, Zedar Driver and No Shame at All. 2007, A Frightened. Yeah, then a Grant.
That's great work. Great work. So you're happy with your season this year because during the course of the nights of Carter Shining Stars, you were doing different things, tempos, lyrics. Last night, notwithstanding the encore, the walk-off line was huge. You had a tremendous presentation before the judges.
Yes, it's not it's an okay season. It's not a season that I enjoy because I have a lot of songs and I still have to release them. I have a lot of party songs, bashment songs. So I have a lot of songs. When I was hearing you call out the People's Monarch, I was wondering what would happen when a selected artist has 2 or 3 songs. Only one goes in.
Solo songs cannot
For the
be
artist,
more
3
than
popular
one.
songs.
But,
3.
but with solo artists, solo songs, you can't have 2 from the same artist. But they could have a solo song and a combination. And
makes sense.
some combinations, they're not the featured artist. So
Yes,
the other person is bringing them into the song.
Yeah. I have a lot of songs, so I didn't be able to bring them out, but I was able to bring out viral. So I was thankful that I was able to get the sponsorship, you know, to bring out viral. It's been going good for the season, but I have a lot more. That song has about 10 verses. I
Like
ain't
I
getting to
said,
sing 10 verses.
it would be a shock, not surprise, if you don't make the finals. In my opinion, right? There's 7 sets of adjudication where it can vary a bit, but looking at the prospect of being in the finals, how would you approach it? It's been a while for you.
It might be a while, but whenever I write a song in Pickety Crop, it is for the finals.
Yeah.
That is the place that I plan to sing it. I write it for the finals. I never write it for the 10th. Not the semi-finals. No, I don't have semi-finals anymore. I always write it with the intention of singing it at the finals. So getting to the finals is like I'm finally here to really put this over the song where it's supposed to sing. That's always been my attitude.
And you feel confident given your performance last night?
Last night I wasn't confident. Last night the song took away everything. I just sang the song. The song took over. It was one of the first times that after me a song just took over. And I just sing and went through the theatrics. That's it.
And you mentioned that you have 10 verses for this song. So did you write this song just straight through the 10 verses, or each verse is for a different purpose? Like if something happens on stage, a response for something, how do you plan these verses?
I did not plan last night. Last night I planned 3 verses. 3 verses alone. Concentrated on 3 verses. When it came to 4 verses, it had me in trouble. I didn't plan the 4 verses. I just planned 3 verses to put, and the 3 appropriate verses for the night. You got to find this night mate planning 5 verses and break up the 5th verse into parts at the end. And I'll be eradicating other verses. So I plan for the occasion all the time. None of it is calypso or dub. I plan for the occasion on the night.
Now, the beautiful thing about being the co-host for Fireworks is I get to sit down with legends like yourself, and I get the opportunity to ask
Thank
certain
you.
questions. So I want to know, how did you get into social commentary? Where did that decision come from?
Social commentary has always, calypso has always been part of me. And I will say this, what influenced me into calypso was 2 influences. Radio Fusion to play, children go to school and learn well, otherwise you're going to catch rare. Right. So you hear those kind of sounds on the Radio Fusion. And then I live at the bottom of the university. For years, you used to got a carnival jump up where you would hear all the top Trinidad songs, you know, and we would go up there, the Free Hill Posse, and we hear all these carnival songs. Now it's always trouble because Free Hill and Cave Hill at war. So you got some fights between the two. So Cave Hill to come down and Free Hill to go up, you know. But we used to merge together and get the carnival jumper. That's right here, all the releases in the 70s, Kitchener's songs, Shadow song, you know. That was what influenced me. Those 2 influences, Radio Fusion and the carnival jumper. Yeah. That Radio Fusion had a big influence in my calypso training.
But being the dub king, you went from the various titles and contests into Pickety Crop, and you didn't stay in a tent environment that wasn't known. You were eventually in with the giants. You've been in some tents with some real calypso stars.
Battleground, Romeo, Griner, Rosa, you know, and then later Black Pawn, Gabby. I remember me and Shawnee was like the two openers, first and second in that tent. But that was something that's also in Battleground. And my first year in Battleground, 1989, I had the distinction of being the only representative in the finals. And my first year in Battleground, so it was very memorable. Sorry, we might say, because I always remember that night when the announcement of the finals. Ricky Braffett, who was the band leader, gave me a big fanfare. You know, so it was great that year, first year in Battleground, 1989. That was the year that Griner had Let Go I Had, Iras I Had, Jaras. Yeah, and Bobby had Wind Force coming with Wind
arranged
Force.
by Ricky.
Yeah. And Romeo had Romeo does talk and talk and talk. He can't sing, the fella does talk, you know. Yeah, and I can tell you something about that. Gabby sang in 1988. Who Gabby think he is?
Did not compete.
But Gabby sing about himself. Next year, Romeo come and sing about himself. Romeo Let's Talk. The next year, Classic come and sing about himself, about the master key.
Yes.
So I decide, I can sing it myself. So I sing, Don't Mistake Me for Gabby, 1991. So I followed. And when I sing that song, Don't Mistake Me for Gabby, I remember the first night I sang it. All the Calypsonians, they ran backstage to me and gave me lines.
They gave you
Romeo,
lines?
yeah, Romeo said, next time you sing that song, sing, I don't pull bandits like he. So Don told me, last year you placed 4 and Gabby placed 3. This year you want all the points that deserve for me. And Griner told me, saying that you got 1 child and he got 23. So I get all the lines for the Calypsonian.
But you know, that can only happen with a massive amount of love and respect, though. Nothing
Correct.
spiteful at all.
Correct. I always consider Griner, Romeo, and Gabby as my 3 mentors in Calypso. You know, I am so sad that I don't have Romeo to call. I used to call you every day, especially during crop over season, and we would talk, you know. So I miss Romeo a lot.
Now, when it comes to your career as well, so you mentioned the influence, and these guys guided you through the competition, you looked up to them, that kind of stuff. What has been your biggest lesson in competition as a Calypsonian?
Well, when I look at the whole competition, I would say the biggest lesson now is that don't hold any contention or animosity against anyone, because competition can bring that, can bring contentious feelings and animosity towards your competitors. So in this time, I learned to love my Calypsonians, you know, get along with all of them, and don't hold that contention. Just do your thing and don't get caught up. I learned that from the Trinidadians. Although they got contention too, but it's something you learn over the years. Don't hold any contention, because it can get you very contentious, this competition.
So as we look towards the end of Crop Over 2024, how do you
have to learn more about the art form, about the different styles, the different ways of approach? But then again, there are not many writers. We have lost a lot of writers. Sadan, Herring, Observer, Smokey. We've lost a lot of writers.
fearless writers?
Fearless writers is correct.
When it comes to fear, you don't seem to have any when it comes to singing about politicians, and many of the politicians you sang about actually had conversation with you.
Yes.
Prime ministers and all.
But you build up that reputation and authority over the years. Because I remember trying to attempt to sing political commentary in 1992, and it didn't work too good. But you keep trying and keep trying till you manifest yourself as an authority, you know. Announcer, classic, Colin Spencer. These are people that have also done that, also cementing themselves that they can sing with authority about leaders. You know, it's something that is built up. You build it up with your material, your repertoire. You build it up over the years. Yeah.
And you talked about different styles when it comes to the youngsters learning the art form and that kind of stuff. How did you find your style?
My style. There are a lot of calypsonians that influenced me. When I first started, I was heavily influenced by Stalin. My first song was One God, One Aim, One Destiny, 1988. Stalin had an influence on me. Gabby had an influence on me also. But over the years, you learn so much different styles from Calypsonians. Spoiler, Aloes, you know, all different Calypsonians. And then you create your own style. I have a kid site style, which is very Bajan, and use a lot of Bajan vernacular, you know. So
Well, listen, we don't have enough time to go further, but I anticipate that you will go further in Piggly Crop, and we'll have a chance to take up this conversation again. Really appreciate you coming through, especially after a judging night where you may want to just relax yourself and get away from the tension and the anticipation that was built up and delivered so brilliantly last night. So Kidside, thank you for coming through.
And a big thank you to Carter's Shining Stars.
Julie.
They made me very welcome this year.
Amen.
And I just give a big thank you to Carter's Shining Stars.
All right, well, Chrissy D, you are the beauty, and you've shown that again today for everybody to see and to hear. I am the beast. I will always be the beast. With a beautiful haircut, which I have to get a trim before next week. I want to say thanks to Courts for their hospitality, making us feel welcome and at home. Make sure you come to Courts and make yourself comfortable too by buying and sharing and gifting all the wonderful items that they have here. Special thanks to Dave Smooth in the studio. We really appreciate you. We love you, VOB family. And to all of our sponsors very quickly there, Chrissy.
Barbados Industries UFO Building St. Michael, where you can get 4 plain shirts for $100. And West Indian Waterproofing. Call today to ask about their do-it-yourself products on sale this hurricane season. 271-4933.
To the social media team, the technical team, the IT team, production, everybody, God bless you and thank you. Live fireworks outside at Courts in Bridgetown.
Bye-bye.
Hey, thank you so much, Chrissy D. Thank you so much, Ronnie. The fireworks team, they came to you from Courts in Bridgetown. And once again, we got to say thanks to the Barbados Industry UFO Wildy St. Michael, where you can get 4 plain shirts for $100 and West Indian waterproofing. Call today to ask about their do-it-yourself products on sale this hurricane season at 271-4933.
Get fired up with big deals at Courts today.